Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we've got some great recording of the ScotiaBank collections team just absolutely walking all over the basic human right to choose your own representation. As you will hear, this recording starts off with the account holder telling the collection agent that, hey, I've got some authorized representation on the line here, and I'd simply like you guys to recognize him. And as you will see, the Scotiabank collections team goes as far as they can to make this process as difficult as possible, being extremely unreasonable. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
He's not going to sign any, not going to access to the account. I just want him to be able to speak to you guys when he needs to, because I don't have time to wait on the phone, or you guys call me in the worst times ever while I'm at work. Continues to keep calling me at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I can't pick up at that time. Colt is my representative, and I need him to be able to speak to you guys whenever there's an issue, because I don't have time. You guys call all the time at the worst possible times.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the problem is. It's my account.
Yeah.
I want him to represent me. What's the problem? There was never a big issue with all the other banks.
You guys are constantly calling us, and then we call you back to try and figure it out, and then you guys don't want to talk to us. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And the person, the account holder, is right. He has the authorization to basically put anyone as an authorized person to speak on his behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only situation is that this process cannot be done over the phone. This must be done in the branch. That's what's going on.
And what happens? I don't understand what happens at the branch that can't happen here. I mean, you literally just verified that Hassan is the user of this account. You asked him all these security questions, and now he's telling you to add me.
And that is correct. But this process cannot be done over the phone, sir.
That's very unreasonable. The whole point of this process is that we're supposed to make reasonable requests from each other in order to facilitate this transaction, okay? And right now, you guys are being very unreasonable. I live on the opposite side of the country as Hassan. How do you expect us to get into the branch? Okay? This entire transaction, we're supposed to be reasonable with each other. Okay? So I'm making a very reasonable request right now that we make an exception because I live on the opposite side of the country. You guys have to be reasonable as well. So can I please speak to a manager or a supervisor myself?
So I'm gonna try to...
Look, the Canadian rules of court state very clearly that we have to be reasonable with each other. Otherwise, this is going to go to court. Right? So you guys are actually stopping Hassan from choosing his own representation because you guys are being unreasonable. And that's a human rights violation. I get it. You guys are a big bank. You think you can do whatever you want. But that's a human rights violation. It's illegal, sir. Hassan has chosen me as his representation. It's unreasonable to expect us to hop on a plane and fly to Toronto to go into the branch with Hassan. It's ridiculous what you're saying, sir. So can I please speak to a manager or supervisor? Because you guys are violating human rights right now. You don't even realize it.
I see. So, all right, can only imagine. So here's what's going on, sir. So in this case, since you would like to talk to supervisor or manager, at this time we don't have a manager available already. However, I can definitely schedule a call back so that a supervisor or manager can be in touch with you within the next 48 hours.
A call back, but then am I going to be allowed to speak to them on behalf of Hassan? Because Hassan's busy. He doesn't have time to sit around and wait for your guys' call back. We called you right now to deal with this. So am I going to be allowed to speak to the manager on behalf of Hassan without him on the line? Maybe you should just write in the file, sir. It's not that hard. I know how this works. All you have to do is add onto the file. Hassan has authorized representation. Take my information, write it down, so when I call you guys back in the future, you can verify that you're speaking to the correct entity. I know how this works, sir. It's not a spaceship. All you have to do is write into the file that he has authorized representation. That would be following the Human Rights and Ethics Code.
So there it is. You guys heard it yourself. The Scotiabank collection agent even goes as far as saying that, of course, you're correct. You have the ability to do whatever you'd like with the account, but we're not going to allow you to choose your own representation. Now, why is it that they're making this process so difficult? And some of you guys may already be aware, but it is due to the fact that they've already sold this debt a long time ago. And now what they're doing is they're attempting to collect on a debt that they no longer own, and they can no longer produce the documentation that proves that they own it. They're attempting to collect on a debt that they no longer own, and that is considered fraud. So there it is. You guys heard it for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe and complain. You guys have a wonderful day.
Now, don't forget to complain. It's very important for us to unite and them see that. So just look down in the description. It's going to tell you exactly how to complain and how you will be entered into this group actively seeking to access their birth certificate bond. Keep in touch. Keep looking. We've got lots more to tell you. You guys have a great day.